Alrighty. Well, Kyo dies. We are going to do a tier list of all of the major characters from Yakuza 0 through Yakuza 6. I have not played 7 or Judgment yet. Those are next on the list. But after recently completing Yakuza 6, only a few weeks ago, I figured it was time to finally do a tier list on all of the major Kiryu-based games, excluding Ishin and Dead Souls. Please bring Ishin to the West, I beg you, please. But we're gonna do a simple tier list. You know, let's actually rename this one. This one's obvious. I mean, before I even get into it, Kiryu is going to be an S tier, and Terada is without a doubt going to be in bottom tier. And that will be explained because Terada is trash. Awful. But we've got a lot of characters to go through. It's a big list. And we'll get through it. Alrighty. Let's just start off the top. This dude, I don't know his name, so he's already kind of in the forgettable tier, but I do remember he came from the Majima Saga, I believe, in Kiwami 2. But I think he dies, right? Like, he dies within the first kind of like hour or so of the Majima Saga, so he's not like super memorable, I would say. And he's just another one of those kind of generic characters that they show as being like, oh, this guy, he's so powerful and influential. He's ascended to the top of the Yakuza ladder. And then he just gets killed off within like an hour or so. Just not, I mean, he's not Terada tier. He's just forgettable. Obviously, right? Kiryu, obviously S tier. There's no question about it, right? I mean, Yakuza 0, he's great. Yakuza Kiwami, he's great. Kiwami 2, I think he's amazing in 2. He's amazing in 0, 2, 3, and 6. I think those are like the highlight games in which Kiryu is the main focus, and he's just phenomenal in. And he's still good in the other games. There's not much else to say. Like, he's got great development, I think. He's just the protagonist. Not much else to say. Obviously, Majima has to be S tier as well. Like, his role in Zero alone is so good. And, like, most people would agree that, like, Majima might be the better character. Like, Majima could be the better character in Yakuza 0. Or at least, like, narratively, he could be better. He's great in Kiwami 1. Like, he's got a big role in Kiwami 1 as like this guy tests Kiryu. Like, the Majima Everywhere system is so fun in my opinion. It makes the combat system of that game fun. And then Kiwami 2, he's great in that as well. Like, he's got a big story presence. As like one of the 2 major guys to like help the Tojo clan survive. Definitely great in that game. And plus you have the Majima Saga, which like further kind of explores his character. So he's a lot smarter behind the scenes. Yakuza 3, he was a homie in Yakuza 3. It was a little weird. They kept trying to throw curveballs saying that like he was the one who shot Daigo or whatever, but ultimately he was a homie in 3. And that scene with him driving like the dumpster truck is hilarious. So that's great. 4, what was he doing in 4? He just gets arrested in 4. Not great in 4. And in 5, he somehow gets taken captive by Kurosawa and then shows up as a boss fight in the last 5 minutes of that game. So, like, not great in 5, I don't think either. And he's not even in 6, but, like, I would say his presence in 0, 1, 2, and 3 is so good that it probably puts him right around S tier. Then we got Daigo. Oof. Daigo. I'm gonna say I think Daigo's decent. I don't think he's just great, but I don't think he's bad. I think a lot of people say Daigo's bad. I don't think Daigo's bad. He's not really much of a presence in 0. In 1, he's not even in. I think he's pretty good in 2. Like, he's a little, like, shithead at the start, but then he kind of, like, assumes his role as, like, a leader of the Tojo. So, like, I think he fits pretty good in 2. And then in 3, he's pretty much just in a coma the whole time. Not really his fault. In 4, he's kind of dumb. I wish his plotline was expanded more. Like, you don't really get a whole lot with him in 4. Like, other than him selling out Majima, and then instead having Kido as, like, his right-hand man, which makes absolutely no sense. Good boss fight, though, in 4. And then in 5, Daigo's actually a genius. Like, he sniffs out that there's, like, this conspiracy and this plot to, destroy the Tojo and all this crap, and he sniffs it out and goes into hiding, and he recruits Shinada, which was such a big brain play. Recruit this retired baseball player. But like, he was so smart in 5, and then he just gets kind of like screwed over by 5's stupid writing, where he gets betrayed by whoever the guy, Akiyama's final boss fight comes in and like shoots him. But if that didn't happen, Daigo literally wins. Like, he literally outsmarts Kurosawa. He had Kurosawa pinned down to the ground, and he beat him, essentially. But Yakuza 5 just throws in shit every 5 seconds at the end, so he gets kind of screwed. And then in 6, you have like a nice little heart-touching scene at the end. It's okay, I guess. I mean, he's decent. Like, he's just decent. Next, you got Andre Richardson. I think this guy is so dumb, but like, he's so funny at the same time. So I'm gonna put him at decent. Like, I love Yakuza 3. I think it's very underappreciated. It's got like a decent story. I love Okinawa so much. I think the story is like pretty good. Andre Richardson and the whole Black Monday thing is so silly, but I think it works. It's not like, it never gets ridiculous like Yakuza 4, the web, Tangled, and everything's connected, or Yakuza 5, where you have the final 10 minutes of the game, they just keep throwing shit in every 2 seconds. I mean, Richardson's, he's okay. He's decent. Not much to say. Nishiki. He's at worst great. At his worst, he's great. I'm tempted to put him in S tier, though. I think I will. I think you have to. Like, he's so good in 0. Like, he's good in 0. Got a lot of personality. He's a homie. Gotta appreciate the homie side of him. And then in Kiwami 1, you get all those flashbacks with him. And then, his boss fight is arguably, like, one of the best boss fights in the series, I think. He looks swag as hell. I don't know, like, I think his whole arc of, like, being used and manipulated and then turning bad, but then, like, creating and founding one of the strongest Yakuza families that literally survives, like, 3 other games is pretty impressive. And, I don't know, like, he's great, I think. There's not much else to say. Alright, now I'm gonna get into some of the orphans. Like, I gotta be real, I think most of the orphans, they're great, but they're kind of forgettable. Like, I don't remember any of their names, pretty much. I can't remember, I honestly just can't remember any of their names. Like, I remember what some of them do, but I don't remember their names or anything. So I'm gonna leave them, I'm gonna hold off on them for now. They're just all gonna be forgettable. I'll put them next to forgettable for now, because I know some of them are way worse. Like, one of them that's like clearly racist is not great, and then the kid who's like a wrestler is funny, and then the baseball kid, and so yeah, some of them are good, but then some of them like have 10 lines of dialogue and then never say anything, so they're more forgettable. T-set girl. The first of the T-set girls. She's awful. She's awful. She's awful. There's not much else to say. The T-set girls are literally so, like, terrible to Haruka through her entire storyline. And then they just pull this 180 like, oh, we're actually friends. We're sorry. Like, you taught us friendship and talent and blah, blah. But, like, she's terrible. Like, terrible. Good grief, she's awful. And then they try to, like, make you friends with her. Ugh, just bad. Ugh, just bad. Let's move on. Ed Lowe. I think Ed Lowe's decent. And I'm gonna, just for clarification, I'm gonna probably reorder a lot of these at one point. I think Kiryu, Majima, Nishiki, that's not gonna change, but like there's gonna be a lot of moving around within certain tiers. But Ed Lowe, I think he's decent. I think he's got a cool history, cool backstory. No boss fight, which is interesting, but like I think that's fine. I don't think there needs to be a boss fight for every single character. I gotta be real, I have no idea who this guy is here, so I'm just gonna get him out of the way. I'm not even gonna rank it because I have no idea who that person is. Alright, this is Haruka's dance teacher, and I'll put him in decent. He's a homie, except that he was a real dick to that other girl that he was just straight up rejected to teach. But besides that, he's okay. Like, what's his name? Christina's his name, I think. I think that's what his name is. It's like Christina-san. But he's okay. Not much wrong with him, really. He's fine. Alright, Kuze. Kuze's gotta be in the great tier. No questions about it. Like, everybody remembers Kuze. Everybody remembers Kiryu going, Kuze! Everybody remembers his theme songs. They're so freaking banger. Like, his boss fights. He's a huge pushover. Especially towards later game, but like narratively, that's like the whole point. Is that he literally goes up to Kiryu and is like, you're a monster. And he basically kind of like shows Kiryu that respect towards the end. And the whole idea is like, the old Yakuza breed in the 80s is going out. Make way for Kiryu and Majima, essentially. But, I mean, he's got swag. He's badass. The voice actor's phenomenal. I mean, he's great. Next guy is... he's like one of Majima's lieutenants, right? Is he the lieutenant from 3? I think he's the lieutenant from 3. He doesn't really have a whole lot of presence. So, I mean, he's just average. I mean, he's got personality, I guess, but he's only in the game for like 20 minutes, maybe. Not a whole lot of screen time. No, wait, this is Ed Lowe. I forget what the dad's name is. Well, I think Ed is decent, yeah. I mean, like, he's this big dude, like that opening scene with him, where he just like, he's got the meeting with like 4 Tojo dudes, and he just straight up murders one of them, and gets into this like crazy knife fight, even though he's like this big tank. It was just such a cool like opening scene for him. And he's got some good boss fights throughout the game. I don't remember what happens to him. I don't think he dies, does he? I know Yuta like burns the whole place down, but I don't remember if Ed dies. I don't know. Overall, I mean, he was decent. I wouldn't say he's bad or anything. I have no idea who this next guy is. Kind of looks like Colonel Sanders a little bit. Let's just get him out of the way. I have no idea who this next guy is either. Who the heck is that? Okay, Orphan, we'll put them up there. Okay, this dude, I don't remember his name, but I think he was one of the major, like, side antagonists of Yakuza 4. I think he was the chairman, or he was the patriarch of, like, a family that was helping the Ueno Senna clan. And he was the one, I mean, he gets killed by Arai, I think. But he was basically the one that, like, captured Majima on behalf of Shimano, I think. He's not bad. I didn't think he was bad, so I mean, we'll just say average. He's okay. I have no idea who this chef is. Is this the chef from 6? Is this the bartender? I don't remember. Let's just ignore him. Alright, Shimano. On one hand, Shimano's good. And on the other hand, I think he's kind of dumb. Like a little bit dumb. Like he doesn't show up that much in 0, but he is pretty badass in 0 when he kills that guy at the end. He's a big presence in 1. So he's not bad in 1. And then in 2, they give that flashback where he's like so freaking hardcore. Along with Kazama. He's decent. I'll say he's decent. He's not bad, really. He's fine. Hamazaki! I like Hamazaki. I have to be real. I'm a sucker for Hamazaki. I think Hamazaki gets so... like, he just doesn't get the recognition that he deserves, I think. Like, that opening scene with him in 3, where he, like, bites the chicken bone in half and, like, terrifies the little, like, restaurant worker. And then the whole building blows up. He walks away, like, all tough, and the building blows up in the background. Like, super hardcore introduction, which is great, I think. And then he kind of fades away through a lot of the rest of 3, unfortunately. But he comes back in 4, and he helps Saejima escape. And then he comes back to Kiryu, and like, I think the way Kiryu and Hamazaki work together in 4 is like kind of interesting. It's not bad. It works. I think he's good. I have a soft spot for it. Like, I don't know. He just seems kind of hardcore. He seems cool. Alright, Akiyama's secretary. Average. I mean, I honestly want to say forgettable. Like, she just doesn't add that much, except like comedic relief or whatever. I mean, if anything, maybe just average. Like, I don't care. She's not that bad. Alright, Haruka. At worst, Haruka is great, I think. I think at worst, Haruka is great. I think she's a really realistic character for the game with over-the-top characters and shit. Like in 1, she's just like this little kid. She's barely even in 2. And in 3, she's like helping all the other orphans out. In 4, she's got a little bit of a presence in 4. In 5, she does the whole idol thing. And then in 6, I mean, some people shit talk Haruka about 6 and like her choices in 6. And like, oh, Haruka threw away her whole idol thing to just like live in a shitty town and get knocked up and be a waitress or whatever. And I say like, no, that's so realistic. Like, the whole point of Yakuza 5 is that she gives up her dreams to acknowledge that Kiryu is her dad. She doesn't want to live with this lie and live in the fake idol world. She wants to accept truth. And if that means throwing away idol, becoming an idol, she'll do it. And she did. And everything was fine and dandy until Kiryu ends up going to jail to kind of set as a role model, which is fine. Again, it makes sense. And then Haruka starts getting like bombarded by the paparazzi. And again, it kind of makes sense why she leaves. She leaves because like she doesn't want the paparazzi to come in and ruin the lives of the other orphans and making their life worse. Now, why she went to Onamichi instead of dozens of other places she could have gone to, I don't know. And why she why she hung out with the Yakuza there, I don't know either. That part doesn't make much sense. But I guess they kind of try to like give a reason for why she ended up with Yuta. It's not bad, right? It's not the worst thing. It's okay, right? She's fine. You know what? I think she's great. I don't think she gets into S tier. Okay, the baby's next. I don't even know if I should rank the baby. Like, what does the baby do? The baby's average. I mean, what else is there to say about the baby? Like, you do the mini game with the baby. The mini game's pretty funny. It's a little annoying. Okay, I guess the baby never has to eat or poop, which makes him just like a god tier super baby. Besides that, though, he kind of disappears from the game halfway through. I don't know. He disappears halfway through. The steps at the end was pretty iconic, though. I'll give him that much. Alright, the next guy, I want to say he's just another Majima lieutenant, so I'll put him next to the other guy. I don't remember anything else. Oh boy, we got a lot of characters to go through. Alright, the next dude was the accountant, or like the financial scammer guy in the prison in Yakuza 5. Along with most of the characters from 5, like, I think they're just average. I don't think there's anything like inherently bad with this guy. He just doesn't have a role that's that big. He's just okay. The next guy is just like a homeless dude. No, is he Saijima's old patriarch? I don't remember. I mean, for real, he's got to be forgettable. I mean, he has to be forgettable pretty much. Because, I mean, if it is Saijima's patriarch, he has like 10 minutes of screen time. If it's not the Saijima's patriarch and it's like just a homeless guy that helps Akiyama or something, he's still forgettable, so let's just put him down there. Alright, the next dude, again, a prison dude. I don't remember his name. He was the guy that like helps you like do the dream sequence stuff in Sapporo, which was kind of cool, I guess. He doesn't have much of a role besides that. Arai, I like Arai. I think Arai is cool. I think 4's like a dumb story, but once you like take a step back and look at it, it's not that bad. Like, it's not that bad. The rubber bullet thing is kind of dumb, but this idea that you have like the police infiltrating the Tojo and the Tojo infiltrating the police, and like you have these parallels, right? You had Arai as a cop turned Yakuza, and then you had Suguchi, I think. It was Tanemura's boss fight at the end of his, like, one of Tanemura's boss fights. He was like a Yakuza turned cop. And that like dynamic was cool, and I like how you had these like interesting plot lines in 4. It's just they kind of like spent all of the focus. Like, pacing was just bad in 4. They spent way too much time with certain characters and certain plot lines. But I think Arai was cool. Awano, I mean, come on, Awano, along with all of the Yakuza 0 villains. Like, all the Yakuza 0 villains have to be A tier. Awano vs. Kuze, I think Kuze is a little bit better. Like, Awano's good, but that scene with the dancer was freaking hilarious. And badass at the same time. And he takes a bullet from Majima, which is pretty freaking hardcore. He's got cool music. Not much else to say. He's great. Alright, Haruka's manager. Again, Yakuza 5 character. He's just average. He's not like amazing. He's not bad though, I guess. I got no idea who this guy is, so let's just get him out of the way. Alright. This guy's trash, and I'll say why. The whole storyline involving this guy is so dumb. So Saejima gets put in jail with Baba. Baba works for Kurosawa. Baba's on Team Kurosawa. This guy apparently works for Baba, and then frames Baba for murdering somebody, which you prove Baba didn't do. And then Baba tells you that he actually did murder him, so that it's already dumb. But then this guy is like, he's just over the top with the scar, like his antics. He's just ridiculous. Just so ridiculous. His boss fights are actually kind of fun though, so I'll give him something. He's not as bad as the T-Set girl. But he just comes and he goes, and like, It's just one of the many things that's Yakuza 5 that just is a disaster, I think. Alright, this is like Nishitani. I don't remember his name exactly, but he was good. I'll put him in decent tier for now. Yeah, he was pretty good. Generic homeless guy, I don't remember. Okay, Uena Senegai, average. Average. Like, just kind of average, man. I hated how he gets to kill Saijima's sister for another stupid situation, just like, just kick the gun away, do something, but they don't do it. I don't even understand his plan either when it comes to the rubber bullets. It's like, he replaces Saijima's bullets with rubber bullets, and then he kills his own men for real, except for his boss. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, what is the point of this? Like, you were already the boss's right-hand man. What do you gain by killing your own dudes with this? Like, that he promotes you again? But that doesn't make sense, because like, Saijima's like hit was in like the freaking 80s, and this guy still wasn't the patriarch of his own family for like 30 years. Yeah, like, he was still like second in command. So like, what was the point of him with the whole rubber bullet plot? Like, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's just stupid. Like, there's so many, like, if he wanted to like, it's bad. It's just bad. But like, I don't think he's forgettable. So he's bottom of average, I think. I don't know who this person is. I don't know if it's an orphan or not. Alright, Jimmy Lowe. It's a pretty funny photo out. That's the photo they chose. Average. I think the idea of his character is pretty good, as he's like this overconfident youngin who clearly is in way over his head. So it's kind of an interesting idea of a story, but like, he just doesn't, there's not much to him really. Alright, Omi Alliance chairman from 2. I'm gonna just say average, because he's not like a complete asshole to Kiryu, which is nice. He doesn't really do much in Kiwami 2. He's just kind of there. This guy is average as well. Koro's like dad. Again, he's not bad. I just don't remember his name, and he just doesn't really do much. Okay, I'm gonna assume that this is Joji Kazama, the CIA agent, and I will say average. The whole CIA thing was a little confusing in 3. He has the iconic beautiful eyes. He's got a great boss fight. I really like this boss fight in 3. Good music for that too. He's not the worst. I mean, he's average. He's average. I mean, the majority of the characters will probably be average. Alright, Junji Han from 6. Decent. He's decent. I don't think he gets to great. His boss fights are great. His music is freaking jamming. His character is a little odd, because it's like he just takes, somehow he becomes the Jingwan Mafia, you know, leader, and then it's like, I mean, the whole game is pretty much him just getting used by Iwami, so it's like he doesn't have that much independence, I suppose. Yeah, so he's just getting used by Iwami for like the majority of the game. Like, Iwami just uses them as a tool, as in hopes of Kiryu just destroying them, which he does. And then Hirose kind of also destroys them. So like, he just gets kind of used the whole time. So I'll put him a little bit lower, but just for now. Good boss fights. I mean, like, he's pretty good though. Oda. Great villain in my opinion. Really good villain. I mean, he's a total shithead. But like he's just really memorable. Like after like 7 games, he's still really memorable in my opinion, with his motivations and personality. I got no clue who this is. This might be like one of the investigators from 3 and 4, who was this the guy that Tanemura was like, do something, and this guy literally just looked away and didn't do anything to help? Like Suguchi was like, you won't shoot another cop, y'all are a bunch of cowards, and the guy just confirmed it by not doing anything. So I mean, for that, yeah, he's pretty bad. And then speaking of Suguchi, which I don't think I'm saying his name right, I think he's decent. I mean, I'll put him right next to Arai. I think they're, like I said, they're like the mirror opposites of each other. Cop turned Yakuza, Yakuza turned cop. His boss fight is kind of bullshit. His music's great though. I mean, he's just a cool character, I think. Alright, this guy, Akiyama's final boss fight. Trash. Trash tier, man. He's trash tier because we don't know anything about him. Absolutely nothing. The only thing we get is that he works for Katsuya, but then he betrays Katsuya by secretly working with Kurosawa the whole time. Ultimately, doesn't have any personal motivations, gets no characterization at all. Pretty much every boss fight with him is utter trash, in my opinion. It's literally just like, okay, Akiyama versus this guy, and then like 10 other goons that you have to fight. And it just sucks, dude. It's trash. It's bad. He's off. Then you have the dancer. I mean, the dancer's bad. He's the dance instructor who essentially killed Park for like on accident. Just such a bad reason and stuff. Koshimizu. This is this guy's name. I think he's decent. He's got some presence, I'd say. I think his boss fights are very easy compared to some of the other major characters in 6. I don't know. He's kind of memorable, I guess. I mean, he's decent, right? We'll leave him there. I have no idea who that person is. Gotta get them out of the way again. Alright, Koro. Kiryu's love interest from 2. Great. Easily great. Easily. The fact that, like, everybody in the community says, like, oh, I wish she stuck around. I wish she was in more games. Like, totally says something. She's great. She's badass. She's got, like, good, like, a personality. She's got, like, a background that, like, gives her a motivation throughout the story. She's not like overly feminine or anything. Like, she's just like a well done female character love interest for Kiryu. And it's just like they have great scenes together, great chemistry. It feels like it's just good. It's a shame she didn't stick around. I can understand why they kind of got rid of her, but overall great. All right, Sugai. I'm just gonna say average. Like, he's a good scumbag villain, but he really doesn't have a whole lot of development compared to like Owami or Somea. He's probably like the weakest of the big 3 villains, or like not big 3, like big 8 villains in Yakuza 6. He's not awful. He's just kind of meh. Who's this guy? He's the guy who's the owner of Stardust. I forget his name. He's bad. That's why he's down here. He shows up a lot in Kiwami 1, and then he literally just barely shows up in the other games. Like, he's barely in the other games. Yeah, it's so dumb. He just barely makes an appearance in the other games, and like they try to make it seem like he's the more important one when everyone knows Yuya is the more important one. Alright, this guy... What the hell is this guy? Is this guy different than that guy? This guy looks way too detailed to be anything other than Yakuza 2. And I don't remember, so I'll just say forgettable. This guy, on the other hand, was the final boss from the Majima Saga. Final boss of the Majima Saga. Pretty cool boss fight, I guess. Really good music. Kind of an interesting character. I'll just say decent. Alright, Shibusawa, obviously great. Is he better than Kuze? I don't know. I have to think so, yeah. Shibusawa, I think, is more intimidating. He had a better plan. Out of all the three lieutenants, his kind of ideas and plans worked the best. Great music, great final boss fight. Not much else to say, he's great. Alright, Kiyomi. I gotta be real, Kiyomi's average. She started off so good in 6, but ultimately just putters out, kind of. Like, about halfway through the game, she just stopped showing up. And, just didn't, like, stopped really adding anything to the storyline. So she's average. Alright, the next guy is Shinoda's homie. This guy is a homie. I love how he like starts off playing up this tough guy act and you think he's like a Yakuza or something. But at the end of Shinoda's storyline, he's just as goofy and dorky as Shinoda, and it's great. Like, he's great. I don't remember his name though, so he's kind of left at B tier. What's this guy's name? I don't remember. But he was like... He works for the Chinese Triad. He works for the Chinese Triad. And then he gets killed by Hirose. I mean, he's overall kind of just... meh. You know, meh. Alright. Koji? Or no, who's this? Shinda? I think he's decent. Great boss theme in 2. Like, really good boss fight. His motivations are kind of dumb. But I mean, I guess it's like, take over the Tojo clan while you can, you know? Cool boss fight, great music. Decent. Alright, another orphan. Put all the orphans down here. Where'd they go? Down there. Alright, Jingu. Jingu's trash. Jingu's so ass. I mean, what is there to say? I mean, Jingu literally like comes in at the last hour of Yakuza Kiwami, steals all of Nishiki's thunder, is arguably one of the worst boss fights, if not the worst boss fight in the entire franchise. Like, he's a total shithead too. Like, he was like abusive towards Yumi and Haruka, basically intended for them to be killed. His fight is so bad. It's just so bad. It's so bad that I'm just wondering who approved of this fight. Who gave it the green light? I don't know. They should have been fired. That's all I know. Lao Gui? Lao Gui's great. Intimidation. That's what it is, man. I don't think there have been that many villains since Lao Gui that like really had that intimidating presence. I mean, and it's just a testament to how good Zero is in comparison to a lot of the other ones, but like that scene when you're with shit, what's his name? Oh my god, I'm like blanking. What is his name? Tachibana. The scene when you're with Tachibana injured as Kiryu and you're trying to like escort him out of this like alley, and Lao Gui's just like gunning you down with like that silence pistol and then hopping down the ladder, and Kiryu's like injured. It's just got this intensity that like you see in movies, and you don't see it that often in the other games, like a villain that kind of fun and engaging. Then you get the leader of the Snakeflower Triad. He's good in 0. I mean, he's good in 1. And he's okay in 3. I think he's just decent, right? I think he's decent. He's got good music. Alright, Saijima's sister, pretty forgettable in my opinion. She's literally just a blank freaking slate. I feel like she has no emotion, no personality. Just kind of dumb. Oh, the other T-set girl. Trash. Okay, Date. After Yakuza 6, Date is easily S tier. Easy S tier for Date. He was good in Yakuza 1. I don't remember him in Yakuza 2. I gotta be real, I don't remember him in Yakuza 3 that much either. I kind of like forget him in, honestly, Yakuza 2 through 5. I don't even remember Date being there that much. I know he was definitely there. But in Yakuza 6, he was awesome again. The way he basically was telling his like subordinate to fuck off when he questioned him about collaborating with Kiryu was just great. Like, he's such a homie. Alright, Makoto, great. She's just great. Like, her small amount of screen time, but she's just good. Like, there's not much bad to say. Got no idea who that is. Is that Dade's wife? Is this Dade's second wife? I don't know. Forgettable. This dude's not a character. Like, he's not a character. He's literally in Yakuza 4 for like 15 minutes. He's not a character. Like, let's just put him there. Alright, Sarah. Sarah's both good and bad. Like, on one hand, as the Tojo chairman, he basically held the Tojo together for like over 10 years with, I guess, no big hiccups, which from our standards is amazing considering how Daigo has to fight somebody off every like 5 minutes. He was pretty good in 0. Like, I'll give him credit. Like, in 0, he's pretty interesting. He had some interesting stuff in 1. But at the same time, making Kiryu the chairman was kind of dumb. But it's not his fault Kiryu just bailed after like 10 seconds. He's decent. Yeah, he's decent. Alright, Watase. I love Watase. I really like him. I'm gonna put him in great, honestly. Watase and Katsuya from 5 are honestly the best villains in that game. Like, Watase was just like this big tough guy who just wanted to fight Kiryu and just like have that like Yakuza brawl. He's kind of like Ryuji in a sense. Yeah, Watase's great. Aizawa, oof. Aizawa. I'm sorry, Aizawa. You have to go in Terada tier. It's so bad. Like, Aizawa starts off fine. It's just this, like, bodyguard of Daigo, essentially. And then this dude who's trying to find Morinaga. But then, the plot twist at the end of him being the bad guy, him being the villain is it's not a bad idea in itself. That's not the problem. The problem is that they introduce him as the villain in the last 3 minutes of the game. Like, no development whatsoever. On top of that, like, it's so out in left field for his character. Like, he's kind of shown as being this kind of more honorable guy through like the entire game. And Yakuza 5 is like 60 hours long if you kind of go fast in certain spots. And he's shown to be this like good guy. And then towards the end of the game, he's just a total asshole and ends up killing a bunch of people at the Tojo HQ, which is just stupid. Phenomenal boss fight and great music, I'll give it that much, but such a dumb character. Like, if they wanted to make his character work in 5, I think they should have introduced him early on right away as like the son of the Omi and give us any background. And the whole motivation thing is so dumb, like it's so stupid. And I'll get into that with Kurosawa because he's also Terada tier, just such a dumb villain. But like the only thing I like about Aizawa is the relationship with him and his dad, and then Haruka and Kiryu. It's like Haruka gives up her dreams to recognize Kiryu's sacrifices. Aizawa does the opposite, and 5 tries to make a big point about that, and that's a good kind of concept. It's just that they didn't tell us anything about Aizawa until the last 5 minutes of the game, so you run into some issues with that. Yeah. Alright. Tanamura. I like Tanamura. I honestly like Tanamura. So I think it's decent. I'm gonna move these around again, but I think Yakuza 4 is pretty much Terada's story. I mean, Tanamura's story. It's pretty much about him trying to find out who killed his father and how he plays a role in like the connection of all the storylines in 4. His combat style is kind of unique. He has a gun, but you can't use it, which is odd. But I kind of like his parry mechanic and like the way grappling worked for him, and like grabbing was very cool. He's decent. He's just decent. I got no clue. Wait, is this the girl that was trying to like totally sleep with Kiryu? She's forgettable. Like, she didn't do much, man. She just didn't do much at all. Alright, this dude, I don't remember his name. My headcanon is that he dies in 3. I mean, he literally had a sledgehammer hit him on the back of the head when the front of his head was against a doghouse. And I think it happened twice, like, boom, boom. So in my headcanon, he's dead, because he never shows up in any of the later games anyway, so why does it matter? The real reason he's down here, though, is because he just gets outclassed by Rikia in every single way imaginable. Every single way imaginable. Is that Kurosawa? I really can't tell. I'll just put him off to the side. I don't know. I have no idea who this is. Is this just a Cabaret Club person? I got no clue. I got no clue who this guy is. I honestly am so lost. I'm running into some of those people. Okay, this guy. Fuck, who is this dude? I'm blanking on some of these people. Okay, I'm gonna skip that guy too. Is this the guy that basically told Owami to... He's like, you better kill Kiryu or you can kiss my ass on his deathbed? I think it is. I mean, he's overall forgettable. Like, there's not much to him. Park? Oh god, Park is awful. Park's bad. She's not quite Terada tier, but she's bad. I mean, she essentially guilt trips Kiryu into giving up Haruka in such a bitchy way. Like, she's like, you need to let Haruka pursue her dreams, and you're holding these kids back. And she's such a bitch to Kiryu, and she puts words in his mouth, manipulates him, basically makes him abandon all of his orphans just for Haruka. And then she still kind of gives Haruka the cold shoulder throughout the game until like the last 10 minutes, and then she dies. And then it's revealed she was in with Katsuya the whole time, and they planned everything 10 million years in advance. Stupid. Just stupid. Alright. Orphan. Baseball orphan. So he's slightly better because he's got some personality. This is the T-set manager, who is ironically more cool than the actual T-set people and better than Park, but he's still kind of forgettable. Alright, Katsuya, A tier. I love Katsuya. I was really hoping Katsuya would be the main villain in 5. And throughout the whole game, they're kind of pointing in that direction that Katsuya is the mastermind. And I was okay with that. Like, I was totally okay with that. That scene when he gets the cigarette and basically shoves it in that guy's face, it's just freaking hardcore. And then there's the infamous butt scene, which is pretty funny. His boss fight's simple, not too bad, but like, I don't know, he's got kind of this Shibusawa vibe going on. And it's a shame that he gets just thrown under the bus by Kurosawa. Alright, next guy is a Yakuza 6. One of the dudes that's in your little mini clan, Hirosei's clan. He's one of the more forgettable ones, but I think all the guys in 6 are pretty good, so I'll just put him in average for now. The Hunter from 5. Average. There's not much to him. The bear quest line's pretty fun though. Alright, Kashiwagi. Is he A tier or is he decent? Like, I think he's probably A tier. Because he's really good in 0. He's good in 1. He's good in 2. Yeah, he's definitely great. He's good in 0, 1, 2, and he's even in 3 a little bit. So I think I gotta put him in A tier. Yeah, for sure. Let's put that back on. Oh, we got Rena. Rena's decent. Not much wrong to say with Rena. She's just decent. Not much to say. Okay, Rikia, A tier. I love Rikia. Ricky is so good. He's so good. It's such a shame that Nagumo was basically just Rikia 2.0, but I think he was worse, but like ever so slightly. Like, Nagumo is also great. Nagumo is easy A tier, but Rikia was the original homie, like the original. All right, another orphan. Let's put him next to the orphans. Okay, this dude might easily be the worst character in the Yakuza franchise. I don't remember his name. All I know is that he is one of the 3 big antagonists of Kiwami 2, excluding Terada himself. You know, excluding Terada. And the reason he's so ass is that he literally has 5 minutes of screen time. 5 freaking minutes. And he comes in to the story at the last freaking second. Like, literally right before the end of the game. Right before the credits. He comes in, pulls the rug out under Terada, who pulled the rug out under Ryuji, and basically goes, I'm the true villain. I'm the true big mastermind. You were all pawns in my game. And I'm just sitting like, dude, who the fuck are you again? Like, you disappeared like 10 minutes into the game. I haven't seen you in like 20 hours. Where has this guy been? It's so stupid. It would have been way cooler if they made this guy the Man in Black and like they just had him secretly as like Ryuji's like strongest guy or something like that. But no, he's ass. Such ass. I have no clue who this is. I don't know. Okay, Ryuji. Okay, I think Ryuji's great. I don't think Ryuji's as good as maybe some people say he is. I will move him around, but I will say he's great. I got no clue who this is. I'm not even gonna rank the people who are like super forgettable because I don't have a good opinion. So let's just get him out of the way. Alright, this guy's like Saito, I think his name is. Basically the crooked cop who you have to fight as Saejima and Kiryu. And I mean, he's way more intimidating than he has any right to be. He's pretty freaking hard, but I think it's good. Yeah, I think he's good. Colonel Sanders again, get him out of the way, get him out of the way. Don't know who these people are, don't know who you are. Okay, another orphan. This is the one that has the burns, though. Is she the racist one? I don't think she's the racist one. So let's put her just with the other orphans. Who is this guy? I'm genuinely confused now. Okay, I gotta take down some of these people, because like I'm like so lost as to who some of them are. Where is that dude? He wouldn't be up in decent. I don't remember where I put him. No, that's not him. Did I lose him? I might have actually lost him, or maybe I took him down already. No, see, like that guy's memorable. I remember him. Yeah, I guess I took him down already. I'm gonna put all those guys next to each other because I am so lost as to who's who on them. Yeah, I'm so lost. Okay, who is this? Dade's daughter? She's trash, but let's just put her in forgettable. Alright, then you got this cop, the warden. Secretly turned out to be kind of cool. How he like helps Saejima escape. And he's also in apparently about how Baba, like he knew Baba didn't commit the crime. Kind of weird, not much great. Along with Yakuza 5 being dumb, I'm almost positive this guy dies. Like he gets impaled by something during the prison break sequence. Yet he comes back at the end of the game, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Ugh. Muna Kata. Muna fucking Kata. Muna Kata is such ass. However, from a story perspective, he's got some stuff that makes sense. So I'll put him in the D tier. He's not forgettable. You know, I'll put him in average. He's not forgettable. These are characters that are just like wasted and just like bad. He's not terrible. He's got an awful boss fight, but it is what it is. Baba, oh, Baba's average. Baba's like the purest form of average. Like, I wanted Baba to be so good, and like at times he was getting really close to being good. But then he just keeps fucking up over and over and over again. Like, Saejima has to beat him up, and Saejima literally rescues him. And Baba still turns evil. Then Kiryu beats some sense into him. And Baba's like, I've learned my lesson. And then 10 seconds later, he doesn't learn his lesson. And is, for some reason, chosen to be the one who's supposed to assassinate fucking Haruka. Like, why was the plan to assassinate Haruka? It's so dumb. And he decides to do that too. And then Shinada comes in and gives him baseball analogies to like snap him out of it. I'm just saying, like, dude, why do you think Shinada, out of all the people, would get through to him when Saejima, who saved his life, couldn't? He feels kind of wasted. Next guy is the Okinawa Patriarch. Average. He's better than the blonde-haired guy down here. He's just average. Not much good to say about him. Alright, this guy's decent. I don't remember his name because he's pretty much only in Kiwami. But he was a homie in one. He was definitely a homie in one. Alright, Kazuma. Kazuma's decent. I really, really, really want a Yakuza prequel game where we can play as Kazuma or something. But like, all the information we have is that Kazuma killed Kiryu and Nishiki's parents, totally played favorites with Kiryu, and fucked Nishiki over really badly. Like, really badly. Because even he even cared for Yumi. He cared for Yumi and Kiryu, but he never fucking helped Nishiki. I mean, he does save Kiryu, which is pretty cool. I don't know. There's not much else to him. He's only in like 2 games, pretty much. He's just decent. Alright, Orphan. I think this is probably one of the worst Orphans. He just doesn't say anything. Who is this guy? I gotta move. I don't know. Move him out. Alright, Akiyama. I think Akiyama's great. I think after 5 and 6, he definitely moves to great. If this were Yakuza 4, I'd put him in average. I think he's terrible, like terrible in Yakuza 4. Like you start Yakuza 4 right after the cliffhanger of Yakuza 3's ending, which Kiryu gets stabbed, and you're just sitting there like, is Kiryu alive? Is Kiryu dead? And for some reason, they spoiled it right away and said, no, Kiryu's alive. What they should have done is like let the player think that Kiryu's dead. If you let the player think that Kiryu's dead, then starting as Akiyama is so much more bearable, because then in the back of your mind you actually start to think Kiryu might be dead. But starting with Akiyama, knowing that Kiryu is alive, is just so bad. Because I'm sitting there the entire time just like thinking, let me play as Kiryu, and you can't. You're forced to stay as Akiyama. His fighting style is fun though, I'll give him that much. But he's also a huge creep in 4. Like, he's a huge creep. He literally just, like, if you, like, take a step back and look at Akiyama, he's basically this, like, sleazy loan shark who will give free money to people, mainly attractive females, in hopes that they will do tasks for him. And if you just say that and listen to it, it's like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, it sounds fucked up. Like, and then he does the whole thing as like, oh, I fell for her. I fell for the girl. We had a moment. I'm like, dude, you knew Saijima's sister for like a day. Get the hell out of here, dude. I'm glad they changed him. In 5, he's way better. He actually helps. Like, he's directly involved in Haruka's plotline in 5 by giving Park money to like help with her career. Sadly, 5 does what 5 always does and completely undermines him by saying Katsuya was in on everything all along and they all planned everything in the future, so Akiyama's kind of made to be pointless in 5, but I think before that he was really good. And then 6, I think Akiyama's awesome. I think Akiyama's so good at 6. Like, he's just this hardcore, like, he's smart, you know? And the way, like, I love the ending when he questions Date, like, did you actually know anything? And he totally knew Date was lying, and so like 6 makes him good. Alright, Dojima. Dojima's forgettable. He's forgettable, man. He has to be forgettable. He doesn't even show up that much in 0. Like, he doesn't show up that much in 0. He dies in 1, and that's pretty much it. Like, that's all he gets. Yet, like, I guess he just gets tons of recognition. He's just forgettable, I think. I don't know who this is. No idea who that is. I still don't know who that is. Is that another orphan? I don't remember. This is an orphan. This is the wrestler. He's okay. Alright, Saejima. Part of me wants to put Saejima in the decent tier. I think Saijima's overrated. I think I will put him there. Like, Saejima in 4 I think is pretty good. Because, you know, he kind of accepts his life as just being a prisoner. Thinking that he actually killed all those people. So he in his mind, he thinks he's a hardcore dude. But then it's like, he gets told that he was manipulated and all that stuff. It kind of gives him a motivation and a purpose throughout the rest of 4. That, like, it works. It makes sense. But I don't know. I just think he's a little over the top. He's like always over the top. His role in 5 is weird. Like, he trusts Baba for absolutely no reason. I like the other prison dudes, they're okay. I don't know. I just think he's really overrated. I just don't think he adds that much. He's not even like in 6. I think one of the dumbest things is like, so he's in jail, he gets out of jail, and then at the end of 4, he basically goes to the Tojo headquarters, and they make this big thing about Kiryu and Saejima returning to the Tojo HQ, and I was so hyped for Yakuza 5. And then Yakuza 5 starts out with Saejima just going back to jail. It's just so stupid. It's so dumb. He's definitely overrated. I honestly want to move him just down to the bottom of B tier. Oh my god, we still have a lot to go. Put him in the... I think this is the guy who's the Sapporo chairman, so he's just forgettable. There's really just not much to that guy. The cook, I don't know. Alright, this is the other... I don't remember his name. But he was basically like the other brother to Nagamo. And he was okay, so I'll put him in decent. I have no idea who this old guy is. This guy is not a character, man. I mean, he's forgettable. He's just like... He's like some patriarch's son or some shit like that. I don't know. There's not much to him. Alright, Caruso? I think Caruso's decent. He's kind of got this like intimidating vibe, and I love the flashback with him and Hirose. The whole dynamic with him and Hirose is so good. Like, I mean, he's basically like using Hirose the entire time, and it's pretty fucked up, but like, it's pretty interesting. Kido, average. I really wish Kido stuck around. I think he was an interesting character in 4 that just kind of gets thrown out. Like, why is he not in 5? Don't know. He just disappears. Alright, Somaya. Woo! A tier. Somaya is so fucking good. He's so fucking good. Which is crazy how Somaya is so good. Starting Yakuza 6, I didn't think Somaya would be that much. Like, especially in that first boss fight, which is a pretty tough boss fight early on. But towards the end of the game, Somaya is so freaking good. Like, you've got this whole concept of like, he's like the new age Yakuza. He doesn't get a tattoo. He doesn't show respect for the old geezers like Kiryu and stuff. But towards the end of the game, he and Kiryu have like this mutual understanding and respect for each other. He starts to understand, okay, Kiryu's beaten me twice now. This guy means business. Like, he's still a tough motherfucker. And so he starts to give Kiryu that respect, and then Kiryu also gives him respect because Somaya kind of doubles back and says, okay, I'm not gonna work with Hawami anymore. Like, that guy's a snake. And he basically fights to the death to save Kiyomi and basically kills himself for it, which is like pretty badass in a way, to like sacrifice yourself like that. And Kiryu understands that. So like, and his music, oh, his music is so good. It's so good. So he's definitely up there. I got no idea who that is. Nope. Okay, Shinada, A tier. Easy for me. Shinada is such a doofus. He's so dorky. But that's what's so good about him. Like, you know, playing as Kiryu and then Saejima and then Haruka and Akiyama, and then just getting this doofus, this absolute lunatic of Shinada is so funny and so good. Like, his combat style is weird, but feels really satisfying once you kind of get everything working together. His boss fight against Daigo is banger, so good. His fight against Bob is like pretty fun too. Like, he's just a fun character, I think. Not much bad to say about him. I mean, his whole like constant allegories to baseball are kind of stupid, but I don't know, it's part of his character. He's just kind of dumb. It's lovable. No idea who these people are. I still think that might be Kurusu. No, that's not Kurusu, because Kurusu's over here. Okay, I have no idea who that is in it. Alright, Tachibana. Tachibana is great. Yeah, Tachibana's awesome. One of the few like allied characters in the series that like has done really, really well. This guy, he was basically like the antagonist of the Okinawa clans, and he was working with Mine and oh, speaking of Mine, I don't see Mine on this thing. Uh-oh, nope, there he is. So this guy was working with Mine and Andre Richardson and all that crap, and like, he's okay, he's fine. The florist, I don't like the florist, but I'll put him in average. I think the florist is just, he's over the top. He's just cheesy, I think. He's a horrible father, like a horrible dad. And the fact that he's not even in 6 is really weird. Like, he's not even in it. Like, at least Majima and Daigo show up at the end. And at the beginning. But the florist is like, he's not even in 6. And it would have made a lot of sense for him to be in 6. Alright, Sengoku. Sengoku's bad. But he's not like narrative destroying or just so stupid like these people are. The Ninja Castle section is one of the dumbest things they've ever done. Like, it's so over the top. It's so ridiculous. At least you get to fight tigers, which is like hilarious, I think. I don't know, he's just kind of forgettable. Hirose? Hirose's great. But would I say he's great or decent? I think he's great. Like, Kurusu's good, but Hirose adds that like extra level of intimidation. Like that scene when he goes to Lowe's like HQ and just threatens him, and it's just so cold and so badass. Like, he's great, yeah. His boss fight's pretty good. Okay, Kurusu, easy. Easy. He's trash. He's such trash. Like, Kurusu, or no, Kurosawa, that's what I'm saying. Kurosawa. Basically the chairman of the Omi. His plan is to use his little group of spies and agents to kill off top Omi and top Tojo people. His plan involves and killing off other random clans and stuff too. His plan involved so many fucking things and so many people, and it was literally ultimately to give Aizawa the Yakuza world on a silver platter. That's his idea, right? He's causing all this destruction and doing all of this stuff to give Aizawa what he wants. Similar to how Kiryu sacrifices his life to give Haruka what she wants. The thing that's stupid is that Kurosawa, as the chairman of the Omi, literally could have just raised Aizawa normally as his son and handed the Omi fucking alliance to Aizawa. He could have just handed it over to him. That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do was just hand the Omi alliance over to him. Watase and Katsuya would have been loyal, and Aizawa would have been like, fuck it, we're going into Tojo and we're declaring war. And like, hell, they would have known where Kiryu is. He could have just gone to Kiryu's house and freaking challenged him to a duel right then and there. And like, it's so dumb. His plan is stupid. He's so fucking cocky too, which just makes it worse. He sucks. He's so bad. This dude, don't remember his name, but he's kind of cool. Iwami? I'm gonna say Iwami's decent. Yeah, he's decent. He's a cool character. He's definitely a cool character. A lot of motivation. He's got some good development with like how he kind of planned things out, and they kind of actually show how he does it. How he's using the Jingwan Mafia to fuck over the Chinese. and then how he used the Jingwan Mafia and Hirose to basically end Kiryu to wipe out the Jingwan, and then how he uses Sugai to lure in the Chinese Mafia, who get in a war with Tojo, which causes Tojo leaders to go to jail. Like he's very smart. And when Kiryu exposes Kurusu, he basically just offs Kurusu and says, "Now I'm taking over." Like that's all I needed. I needed you to fail. Now's my chance to take over. So he's a very like smart villain. The problem with him is that his ending is so anticlimactic. It's painful. Shibusawa has this god tier boss fight at the end. God tier boss fight. And Owami just falls flat. Like, he falls flat, man. He just falls a little bit flat. Alright. Osaka police dude. I mean, forgettable. There's nothing to him. Kanda? Average. Shithead, dude. His boss fight 3 is so bad. He just gets stun locked over and over again. And he's a piece of shit. Okay, Nagumo? A tier. Easy. I think I need to go a little bit faster. I still don't know who that guy is. Who is this? Oh! This is this guy's chairman. And he's trash. Like, that's the thing that doesn't make any sense. It's like this guy over here is supposed to be the main villain, or like one of the main villains in 4. But he works for this guy. And I'm just like, why? I don't understand why you didn't, like, it's so stupid. Why have the rubber bullets plot kill all of your own dudes? Well, yeah, he killed like what, 18 of his own dudes? Do they have more guys? It's the idea that there's more dudes and he gets promoted because of it? I don't understand. It's so dumb. But this guy's just super forgettable. I don't think he has any lines of dialogue. Alright, this is like the reporter, and he's average. This dude was like a cop, but also Jingwan Mafia, average. This guy's decent. I don't remember his name. His boss fight is cool. Good boss fight. The way that he dies is pretty crazy. Forgettable. They try to make this guy to be a bigger character than he really is. Lady Dojima. I'll just put her in decent. She's badass. She's badass in fucking 2. Yeah, she's great. It's a shame she never shows up again. No, wait, this is the guy. What's the difference between these two people? Who is this? I got no clue. So you're going back down. I think this is the guy that's that dude's boss. No idea who this person is. Okay, Mine. Mine's great. Yeah, Mine's awesome. I just like the idea of him being like an orphan, but he was like shunned by everybody, hence he turned out to be like really cold to everybody, really brutal. And the only person that gave him respect was Daigo, so he kind of has this like psychotic love for Daigo. Hence, when like Daigo's in a coma, he feels like it's better for him to mercy kill Daigo. And ultimately, he kind of like redeems himself at the end. It's a shame, absolute shame that Mine is not in later games. I would have really liked to see that. Who else? Oh, this is the taxi driver guy? Okay, taxi driver guy, for sure. Great. That dude's a homie. Yeah, this dude's awesome. Alright, Morinaga, trash. He's Terada tier. Because Morinaga shows up in 5 with Aizawa, and everything is pointing to them being like totally normal characters, just looking for Daigo, trying to help out. But then they pull a fast one on you and say Morinaga's actually a villain. He's actually a big villain. And this doesn't make any sense because I'm pretty sure Morinaga actually got shot in one scene. And then he's just not shot anymore. It's like they forgot that he got shot. He disappears after the first 10 hours of the game or so, and then never shows up again. Which just boggles my mind. It boggles my mind how they wrote the story of 5 and then never questioned anything. Like, how does he not? He doesn't come back. He literally never comes back. Like, his final words in, like, the first fifth of the game is like, there's a bigger plan than you know. Like, just wait and see. And then he just disappears. You never see him again. It's just like, okay. Apparently he just dies off screen too. Like, I don't know who killed him. Did Aizawa kill him? Like, I don't remember who killed him or why. It's so bad. Who the hell is that person? I got no idea. Yeah. Okay, Terada, we found him! Woohoo! Terada. Ugh. So fucking bad. He was bad in 1. Like, he was already bad in 1, because there's just nothing to him. He was just helping Kazama out. There's just nothing to him. But then in 2, he dies in the first 5 minutes of the game. And then he comes back to life in the last 5 minutes of the game and steals Ryuji's thunder. Like, Ryuji was the primary villain of 2. A great villain. And then Terada comes in and just completely steals his thunder. Like an absolute douche. He sucks. He's so bad. His boss fight sucks. And then he has a bomb that turns out to be a fake bomb. And Kiryu literally convinces him to turn good again because he's like, remember, Kazama gave you a chance. So, like, that's stupid. Terada's plot is so dumb too. He decides to fake his own death. To do what exactly? Like, I don't understand what his goal was. Like, if his goal was to destroy the Tojo, he was literally the chairman of the Tojo. Yeah, he was the Tojo chairman. Kiryu, being stupid, made him the Tojo chairman. For some unknown reason. And it's like, dude, you're the chairman of the Tojo. You can literally do whatever you want with the Tojo. What does he gain by destroying it? Like, yeah, he was one of the survivors of the Jingwan massacre, but like, I just don't understand why he felt the need to fake his own death in order to lure Ryuji in, who Ryuji was also using the Jingwan Mafia, but not really, but then he comes back to life the last 5 seconds. Like, why not just right from the get-go have the Jingwan Mafia come in and just wreck shop? Like, with the total element of surprise. Why go through all this trouble to fake your own death? And have a bomb that's a fake bomb, and then, like, literally flip sides because Kiryu spoke to you for 5 seconds. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's so bad. It's just such... it's awful. If he had stayed dead, it would have been fine, but, like, the fact that he comes back to life, it's so stupid. And they even hint about, like, him being shitty in the Majima saga. Like, Majima is talking to Kashiwagi and Kiryu saying, like, I didn't trust Terada, like, that dude's just, there's something up with that dude. And they just kind of, like, still went ahead with the whole fake your own death plotline. Like, it's so dumb. I don't know who this girl is. Alright, Yuta? I think Yuta is decent. We'll just leave him there. I have no clue who this guy is. So, alright, Yuya, he is in here. Yuya is awesome. Yeah, Yuya's great. And I got no clue who that guy is. Alright. We have the characters in the tiers. Let's do some slight rearranging and then be done with this thing. I think starting from the top and the bottom might be the easiest and more rearranged. Kiryu, Majima, without a doubt. Who is the next best one? I'm gonna move Haruka up here. I'm gonna move Haruka up. And I'm gonna put Haruka third. Nishiki or Date though, that's the thing. Date's got a lot more like history, but he kind of gets stale. Nishiki kind of comes, makes a statement, and then exits. Let's leave it like that. Alright, in the gray tier... Oh my god, this is so hard. There's so many characters. This guy's bottom. Oh fuck, this is tough. Hamazaki's bottom. I want to put all the lieutenants right next to each other. Is Ryuji better than the lieutenants? I don't know. Is Somaya better than the lieutenants? I think Someya's really good. I think he is. I'm okay with Somaya and Yuya being like right next to each other. And I'm okay with... I'm gonna put Koro in front of Makoto. Rikiya and Kashiwagi. Rikiya's great, but Kashiwagi's good. Yeah, Kashiwagi's really good. And you got Lao Gui. I think all three of those dudes, Watase and Katsuya, Lao Gui, they're kind of even in terms of how much I like them, but for different reasons. I think Ryuji's definitely better than them. Fuck. They're better. Yeah, these guys are better. Rikiya is... I feel like Rikiya is better than them. He's better than Awano. I'm gonna move some of them around. Is he better than Kuze? Kashiwagi better? Kashiwagi's better than Awano. Awano I think is the weakest. Fuck, this is getting really tough. This is getting tough. Rikiya... above Shibusawa? Is he above Yuya? Oh man, I think he is above Yuya. Fuck. Rikiya's great. Yeah, Rikiya's really good. Is he better than Somaya? I don't think so. I think Someya's really good. Is Somaya better than Shibusawa? I think so. I think Someya's really, really good. And I wish he stayed I wish he stayed around too. Him dying kind of sucks. Is Rikiya better than Kuze? I think so. Very, very slightly. Yuya's better than Kashiwagi. Is Yuya better than... Yuya is better than Kuze. Shibusawa doesn't have that much screen time compared to some of these other people, but like his presence is so iconic. The ending is fucking phenomenal. So I'm gonna leave him there. I'm gonna leave those guys there. The problem is Ryuji. Fuck. And I gotta worry about Akiyama. Shit. Is Ryuji better than Somaya? No. I'm gonna put Ryuji there. I don't think he has as much personality as those other people. Akiyama. Akiyama's better than Somaya. Akiyama's better than Makoto. He's not as good as Koro, though. Not as good. Alright, Shinada... Shinada's good, but he's worse than... I put him right there. He's worse than all those four characters. Nagumo is better than Hirose. Tachibana is better... I think Tachibana and Nagumo are like right next to each other, and they're both very good. Hence, I'll put them right behind Kashiwagi. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Is Tachibana better than Nagumo? I think so. Tachibana is really memorable to me. And his death hits like a truck. Then I gotta fucking deal with Mine. I'm okay with those being the last three. Shinned is better than Hirose. I'll give him that much. Where do I put Mine? Is Mine better than Kuze? I think so. Is he better than Ryuji? I think so. I think he's better than Ryuji. Is he better than Somea? I think he's very close. Shit, man. I think the big killer here is Shibusawa. Like, I love Shibusawa, but I think Riki is better. I think Shibusawa is better than Mine. But I think Mine is a little bbit better than Ryuji. I think that's fair. So like, yes here, yes. I think Akiyama at 2 is good. I think Makoto at 3 is good. I think that's good. I think we're good here on A tier. Okay, B tiers? Fuck. Let's just get some of these people down towards the bottom, because I don't like them that much. I'll put those two together. There's way too many people in this in this tier. Shit. I'll put him down. Fuck, there are way too many people. Alright, Tanemura. I think Tanemura's good, so I'm gonna put him towards the top. I think Daigo can be the top of B tier. I'm okay with that. I can live with that. Shinda. Okay, this is tough because it's like I have to like rearrange people very particularly. All right, Yuta's better. Yeah, he's better than him. I think he's better than him too. Is he better than Saejima? No, I think they're about even. This guy's definitely more towards the bottom. As is he. Shit, this is tough. I think that the guy's a good villain. As is that dude. And this dude and Arai are staying next to each other. This guy's overrated. But he's kind of similar to Junji Han, so I'll put him there. Oda's kind of in the same boat. Okay, get Saejima up there a little bit more. This guy's good. He's not that bad. This guy's more memorable than Kurusu, I think. Oh, but then you got Awami too. Man. Maybe start from the bottom. Alright, at the bottom, let's put that guy. I honestly put him in an average. Just kind of meh. Sarah's probably the bottom of decent, followed pretty closely by like some of these more forgettable guys. I think this guy's kind of forgettable. Christina dude there. Andre Richardson I think is funny as hell, so I'll put him there. I'll put him right below Kazama. I agree with. I want to move Oda above, and then Junji. I agree with those three being there. I think they're all better than these guys. I think this guy comes towards the bottom. Shimano. Ah, fuck, dude. This gets so difficult. There's just so many characters. I have to, like, compare everybody. I think they're actually kind of close. They're better than Kazama, though. Kazama's kind of just, like, empty. No, but this guy's worse. I'll put him there. Yeah, I agree with that. They're good. I think Low's pretty good. I'll put this guy down like here-ish. It's not quite as memorable as those dudes. Kurusu is good. I think Iwami is better. I think Iwami is pretty good. I don't think he's as good as Tanimura or Daigo. I'll put him there. I think this guy's good, but I think that dude's better. I think Kurosawa's better. I think he's better. I'm okay with that. Low is better than those people, though. Like, Low's better than him. I think Low's, like, right around here. Oh, man. Who would have thought ranking like 100 characters would be this difficult? Fuck, it's not easy. I'm good with this so far. I think Low is good. Is Low better than Kurusu? I think so, slightly. I agree with these three being right next to each other, and I agree with them being next to each other. Who's the better one, though? I gotta give it to Suguchi. Arai doesn't do much the whole game. Lady Dojima... She's badass. I gotta let her have the middle spot. Shimano versus that guy. Shimano's better. Kazama versus that guy. This guy's better. This guy versus... That guy's barely in it. And I remember this dude. I don't remember this guy like at all. This guy versus him. Better... I mean, come on. Freaking iconic music and boss fight. He's better than both of them. He's better than him. He's better than him. Koshimizu's not that bad. He's not great, but he's okay. I think Ed's better. Well, no, this guy's better than Sarah. He's better than that guy. He's better than that guy too. Is he better than Koshimizu? No. Koshimizu is better than that guy. And he's better than... I'm moving him up a lot. Huh. Leave him here. I don't think he's bad. I just think he's not quite as threatening as like Junji Han is, right? So he kind of gets pushed down a bit more. So let's clear out the average. This one's gonna be probably the hardest one to rank because everybody's the same. I do like Baba. even though he's dumb. I do not like the florist. This guy's more forgettable though. Anna's such a shithead, but like, I think he's a... kind of makes sense as a character. Keto. I like Keto. Like, I don't think Keto's that bad of a character. Munakata's not that bad either. Like, I don't think they're that bad of characters. And not even that guy. But I think he is one of the weaker ones. He's literally just like a shithead cop. Like, just a crooked cop, pretty much. The hunter, like, come on. It's not that interesting. So I'll probably put him at the bottom. Alright, this dude... definitely worse than them. I'd probably put him right beneath Kanda. This dude... besides him being the dad of Koro, like... Karao, whatever her name is, like... I'll put him there. I mean, he's more memorable than this guy, so I'll move him up one. Alright, this dude... he's not as good as Sugai. I do think he's better than the Onamichi Bros. The Onamichi Bro is better than Keto. I think so, yeah. Is this guy better than Keto? No, his plan is dumb. Like, his plan is just stupid. Doesn't make any sense. He's a little less annoying than Kanda, so I'll say Kanda there. Alright, Koji Kazuma. I don't think he's that bad, honestly. I think he's okay. He's not as good as Sugai. Sugai is pretty memorable. I'm only rating the florist so low because I just think he's dumb. Like, I don't think he's that great. He's not that bad, though. Jimmy Lowe, I mean, as a character, he's kind of interesting. In over his head. I mean, basically because he gets used, he's worse than Sugai. Definitely worse than... he's worse than almost all these people. He's better than that guy, though. This guy's better than that dude. The Hunter's better than that dude. I don't remember what this guy even does. Alright, she sucks. She doesn't do anything. Just comedic relief. No, that guy's bad. I genuinely don't remember what this guy did, so I'm gonna put him in D tier. Alright, Omi Chairman. I mean, I'll put him down low too. I mean, he's possibly worse. I don't know who this is. Okay, like, who are all these people? I don't know who any of these people are. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Is this the old Tojo chairman? This has to be another orphan. That has to be. There's no other option. Who is this dude? Wait, was this the chef that Hamazaki intimidated? That doesn't make any sense. What? Okay, whatever. Back to the C tier. Okay, the baby, let's be real. The baby's the bottom. Like, come on. Alright, more kind of like forgettable characters. They're just like okay. The baby's better than that guy. This guy's pretty good though. He's got a very short, you know, amount of time in the games, but like, he definitely makes a presence. I'm okay with that. This guy's just significantly worse, I think, than this dude. Alright, the prison dudes, they're definitely worse than... I'd say they're like... Jimmy Lowe's better than both of these people, I think. Put the prison guys next to each other. The manager? Put the manager slightly above. Prison guard, there's not much about him. Is he better than the baby? He's not better than the baby. No way. Put him there. Then you have Kiyomi, Baba, Sugui. I think he's better. Baba's annoying. This guy's better than Kiyomi. This dude's better. I think this dude's better than Kiyomi. Yeah, so I'll leave it like that. She is better than Baba. Kito's better than Baba. Unkata's better than Baba. He's better than Baba. He's better than Baba. Baba's better than that guy. Kana's better than that guy. Jimmy Lowe's better than that guy. Jimmy Lowe makes sense. Kana's better than Baba. Jimmy Lowe's better than Baba. Baba's better than this guy. This dude's better than that guy. That dude's better than that guy. He's worse than... I'll put him there. So we have him, this guy, Kiyomi, Kido, Munakata, Koji. Flores is better. Is the Flores better than Kido? Yeah. Flores is better than Kiyomi. And then let's push Kiyomi down. No, let's leave Kiyomi there. Kiyomi stays. Fudge. Ah, man, this is so hard. I don't think I'd be doing this for this long, but it's like, damn, it's not easy. This guy's more memorable than that guy. And that guy. Baby. I don't remember this dude that much. Okay. I'm leaving it at that. That's the average tier. Forgettable tier. He's probably the best of them. I mean, let's be real. The orphans are probably the best. Which one's the racist one? Is she the racist one? She's like the worst, if that's the one. This guy's okay. This guy's not great. I don't remember. I know that I almost think there's too many kids. Like, I don't remember, like, she's the racist, I think, so she's the worst. I don't remember this girl, like, at all. And I don't know if this one says anything. Like maybe like one line of dialogue. I think that's Date's new wife. So inherently she's probably actually average. I'll put her there. Because these people are truly average. These people are like actually somewhat decent, I'd say. Put her toward. Well, no, she's trash. No, to get her down. Just keep her down. I'll move him up. Man, these characters are really bottom of the barrel. They're only okay. So the orphans are definitely the top of this list because they're like forgettable, but they're still good. Fuck it. Orphans are better. I'll just say they're the bottom of average. Yeah, they're the bottom of average. Now this guy. Fudge. I think he leads forgettable. He just does not do much. Just does not do much. I'll give this guy some respect, I suppose. This guy doesn't do anything. This guy's Terada tier. He's bad. This guy's not actively bad. He's better than him. He's better than all of them. I'll put him in average. Bottom of average. This guy just does nothing, so I can't say much. He's kind of an interesting character. Put him there. This guy, he's such a douche. I think Saijima's sister's truly like super forgettable. But she's at least more entertaining than a lot of them. The dancers, yeah, he's honestly better than a lot of them. Park's more interesting. Dojima's more interesting than a lot of them. Dojima sucks, but like, he's not as forgettable as some of the other ones. Even him. I mean, him and Dojima are pretty close, I think. Move him down. Date's daughter, like, get her out of here. Let's get those guys out of here. This guy's so stupid. Okay, there's nothing inherently wrong with this girl, so I'll put her there. Like, she's just not very memorable. This guy's pretty dumb. But he's not inherently bad. He's more memorable than that dude. Okay, I'll just leave it like that. They're so forgettable, it's like, what's the point? Alright, then the dreaded Terada tier. Alright, so the T-set girls are probably the top because they're not like, they're not that bad. I don't think Jingu's necessarily, I mean, Jingu's stupid. Like, Jingu's really bad. But he's not nearly as bad as these people. Like, there's almost like a tier worse than Terada. That's like mega Terada, which like these guys would belong to. Jingu's bad though. I think Jingu being there is fine though. Okay, then you have I put this guy here because like Jingu at least kind of makes some sense. It's dumb, but it makes some sense. This guy like doesn't make any sense at all. Like his own guy up here was the true mastermind of everything. Yeah, this guy was just oblivious to everything. It's just so weird. Like he's just, I don't know. There's nothing to him. Aizawa, fuck man. Simply because this boss fight is freaking incredible, I have to move him up. It's such a good boss fight. Narratively, he's awful. I mean, I'd probably put him around Terada. I don't think I can even rank this guy. Like, he just does nothing. No, but that's why I'll put him down there. That's why I'll put him down there. So like, the big one's Jingu versus Aizawa. Jingu, as a character, makes more sense than Aizawa. Still doesn't make a lot of sense. It's still kind of dumb. One of the worst boss fights in the series versus Aizawa, a character that makes no sense, but one of the best boss fights in the series. I like Aizawa more. No, but like it's so dumb though. Jingu at least makes some narrative sense. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Alright. Okay, this guy I think is gonna be like the blocker between the top and the lower half. Because he's just purely like nothing. He's just so dumb because he literally contributes nothing to the story at all. His plot, his impact in the story was that he was like getting old and dying. Like that's pretty much it. So it comes down to these people. This guy versus this guy. This guy's worse. Like this guy was like just like a lunatic, but that's kind of like all his role. This guy, like, he's working for Katsuya and then he's not, and then he trades Katsuya, and then you fight him as Akiyama 3 freaking times. You keep beating him with Akiyama, so he's like no threat, and he has a bunch of goons fighting with him, so it's just so dumb. It's dumb. Yeah, it's dumb. Kurosawa's way worse, yeah. I need to add another tier. This is insane. Mega Terada. I don't know. Because these guys are all so much worse. They're so much worse. They're awful. I can't. They're so bad. Alright. I gotta put Aizawa. Not Aizawa, Morinaga. Morinaga's better than Aizawa. Aizawa's really fucking stupid. I'm gonna put Morinaga above Jingu. He's with the T-set people because bad writing kind of saves them a little bit. Like the T-set girls are awful to Haruka. And on any day of the week they would be down, way down. And they are. They're in Terada tier. They're awful. But at least they get some sort of redemption in. Morinaga, he starts off okay. You know, he starts off okay. But then they just write him out of the story. So he adds like nothing and it's just totally pointless. And for that reason, they don't give him a chance to be that much worse. Jingu is Jingu. Aiz was dumb, man. Aiz was so dumb, but he's such a good boss fight. This guy's so dumb. I'm gonna put him at the bottom. He's so stupid. Are these guys better than them? I think they're better than Aizawa. It's mainly because Aizawa as a character is just such a train wreck. Like, he starts the game off one way and then ends it completely differently, and he's just stupid. And he doesn't even show up in 6, so it's like, what was his point? At least these guys are kind of like, they're one and done. They came and they left and they did their thing. I'd say that, okay, Aizawa was better than this guy. Simply because of the boss fight. This guy is just the epitome of nothingness, so I'll just leave him at the bottom. These 3 are definitely the Mega Terada, and they're all Omi. How about that? The only good Omi person is Ryuji, pretty much. Now, who is the worst, though? Oh man, this is tough. I think Terada is actually the best out of all 3 of them. I genuinely think so. So I'm gonna put Terada in his own tier. Terada is for Terada tier. And then there'll be Mega Terada. I think that's fair. And I think this is the worst guy. For sure. Because Kurosawa at least kind of had something going for them. The way he does it is so stupid. Like, it's so freaking dumb. But at least there was something going for it. But it's really dumb. It's just so dumb. This guy, on the other hand, I don't even remember his name, right? I remember Sengoku. I remember Terada. I remember Ryuji. I don't remember any... I don't remember this guy at all. The only thing I remember is that he shows up in the very beginning, and then shows up in the last 5 minutes of the game, and basically says that he was using Terada, who was already using Ryuji in some stupid convoluted plot. He is the worst character in Yakuza. He is the worst character in Yakuza. He has to be. I don't know who any of these other people are. One of these dudes is... I think this is the guy from 4. And he's not that bad. But he's kind of like right around where that other dude is. This guy's dumb. I'm moving him down. I'm moving him down. He's dumb. Yeah, he's just dumb. Like, he's definitely got more presence than a lot of characters in 4, but like his plan is so ridiculous. It's just dumb. I don't know who these people are. This face is driving me crazy. I can't remember who it is. I don't know who this is. I got no clue who that is. Who is this? Was this the guy who was like the leader of Little Asia in 0? Who is that? I think this guy was with that dude. Hence they're probably forgettable. Who is this? Who is that? Wait a minute, where's Yumi? Yumi's not even here. That don't make no sense. That ain't Yumi. If we're gonna say Yumi, I mean Yumi's decent at best, like... I think that's all of it. Oh yeah? Yeah, I'll get it. Okay. Kiryu, Majima, Haruka, Nishiki, Date. I'm okay with that. I don't want to move it. Koro, Akiyama. Yeah, Akiyama redeemed himself a lot. I'm okay with them being above these people. I'm okay with Shibusawa being above Mine. Ryuji versus Mine. Ryuji's got more charisma. Mine is a little bit more interesting. Yuya. Kuze is better than Yuya, but Yuya is better than the other ones. Is he though? Tachibana's just that good, I think. Nagumo's good, but he's not as good as those ones. It's better than Aono. Okay, I'm okay with that. I still think Saijima's overrated. Tanemura was like one game, came and left, and he's done. Saijima's so ridiculous. He's better than Yuta though. Reina, that guy low, Kurusu. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Shimano's better than her. Shimano's better than those guys. Kazama's better than this guy. I think that dude's better than this dude. Right there. I can live with that. Oh my god, there's so many characters, and I don't even remember who these bottom ones are.
Nobody should have to pay for
I just want to make sure that this is right, so I don't have to do it again. There ain't no way I'm doing 0 through 7 or 0 through Judgment. It's just too much work. It's taking 2 freaking hours. I agree with that. What is that? Okay. Freaking Liberty ad coming through. Yeah, they're definitely forgettable. The orphans are better than I'm giving them credit for. Yeah, the orphans are definitely better. Oh no, I'm fucking up the list. Oh no, I'm fucking up the list really hard. I'll leave it there. Yeah, the orphans are better than I gave them credit for. He's not as dumb as that guy. No. Move her up. Okay, that's the average. I'm glad I changed that part though. Laura's better than him. I had to move. Alright, I don't remember this guy's name. I know Kiyomi. Okay, I'll do that. Yes, I agree with this. Oh my god, this is much more difficult than I thought it would be. Okay, and then forgettable, this guy for sure. Yeah. Park sucks. She's so bad. Dojima's better than her. I don't know who that guy is. The rest are just so, like, blah. E tier for Terada, yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's definitely better than the ones below him. This guy's dumb because he literally has no explanation as to why he's doing what he is. This guy, we can just assume he's a crazy person. This guy has nothing. And this guy's a nothing character. And then Terada's Terada. Kurosawa's plan is so fucking over the top and dumb. It's so over the top dumb. Doesn't make any sense. The entire game, he's super cocky and acts like he's so freaking smart. And it basically amounts to nothing. His plan was to wipe out the top Tojo people and have them fight each other, but then why doesn't he just kill them? Like, why doesn't he just kill them? It doesn't make any sense. It's incredibly stupid. But then this guy comes in and steals everyone's thunder. So dumb. If this guy was the Man in Black and actually had some dialogue, he'd be pretty cool, but no. Alright, that's gotta be it then. So there's the S. Gonna zoom out of this page. Oh, I know it's cropped a little bit. There it is. That's the final screenshot. And with that, we can finally end the first Tier List Tuesday. Way bigger than I thought it would be. Way longer than I thought it would be. But it was fun though. It was fun to finally hash out the ideas on that. And with that, till next week, Tier List is up in the air. Not sure what it'll be yet, or what the concept will be, but hopefully it'll be fun. So with that, I'll be signing off.